stopping by. And thank you, Lumberjack, for being ever so heckin' prompt. Hello. Yeah, we should be in the process of closing out this. I'm gonna call it the first act. I forget what they called it in the previous game. But like, kind of the world's kind of like split up into chapters. Whereas a big collection of like a few, like 3 or 4 main missions, 4 or 5 submissions, and that like constitutes a chapter or an act of the game. And I believe the next main mission will probably be the last one in this area. So yeah, let's finish up this last submission here. I'll do the last main mission, and then usually there's one final submission in the area once you've finished it. Once you've done all the main missions. So yeah, that'll be the plan. Doesn't look like so many people around, so I hit the what I never do in the idea is giving. What do you think? What do you think? Also, I wanted to hit X to go in. Hey, do you remember the village where we first met? Well, we've received a request from the elder there. I know you've already taken care of their yokai problem. Lately, they've been hearing strange noises after the sun sets. It's putting a lot of people on edge. It's making some inhabitants reluctant to return to the village. Most likely it's a yokai you missed last time, or maybe even a bandit trying to stir up trouble. Either way, we need to get to the bottom of this and see what you can find out. Go. What's the art you've been working on? Arts. Oh, I see what you're getting at. The LZ and making it out of lumber. It's a start. You've made you've made forward progress, which is more than I could say about the 2-month sub badge and 5-bit tier emotes that I gotta do. You're making progress. Looks pretty nice. Pretty straightforward. The only thing that I would say is maybe offset the Z a bit. Because at first glance, I didn't realize that it was an LZ. I thought it was just an extended kind of lightning shape. It just the bottom of the L and the top of the Z just blended in real close together. But that's, yeah. Joints are going to be splinters, and they got to add the leaves. Nice. Also, hi, Greg. And no, that's bedtime is like 3 hours ish from now. So we got some yokai to slay until then. All right. And with these submissions, sometimes they're reusing areas that you've already been to, but in slightly different contexts, which it seems they've already done. So, because yeah, like this area is cordoned off, that gate's completely closed, so you're like only using a part of the map, and it's neat reuse of stuff you've already seen, and it's returning to a previous area. Yeah, getting to see things in a different light. It's neat. That's hi, Aaron. Thanks for stopping by. Also, I got this really nice Kusarigama that we're gonna mess around with for a while. Even though I haven't used the weapon set at all yet. And I hear... Oh, there's a cat down there. Okay. And if you're feeling confident enough to share elsewhere, Lumberjack, I'm sure if you wanted more feedback, that Deer's Discord probably has a nice place where you can just submit some stuff to get people's thoughts and potentially some short improvement areas. Oh, I think I'm supposed to save the cat. Okay. Maybe the cat's the entire mission? The cat is the entire mission. Okay, well. That would explain why this one didn't have any cooldown. Kitten? Are you going to be a mad kitten? Why wouldn't you let me pet you? There we go. Kitten. Oh, that's right. There's kind of like these arena ones. Ow. Stop throwing rocks. Oh, more than one at a time is unnecessary. Stop. Also, it's probably a terrible time to be using a new weapon class. Okay. Oh. No. No. Stop. Get lost. Oh, new friend. Ow. That's not a good start. Ah. Oh, come on. That works. Give me that finisher. No, I hit hard doing so. Great. Oh, gosh dang it. Hitting the mic. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be using this Kusarigama. Yeah, let's just swap on back to the tried and true and see if we can't just do this much better. So hi, Mike. Thanks for stopping by. Pet the kitten. I did not. May have died. A slight of. Stop, jerk. Oh, guard. Okay. Get. Stop. And goodbye. Dang charge. Ow. No. I'm better with the switch button. Oh, good. This also comes with a boss. Okay, well. Ow. How about this, please? Ow. No, that was too soon. That works. Gosh dang it, come on. Ow. That works. Come on. Edie. Ooh, big lad soul too. Nice. It only makes sense that they would actually make you fight the one that you could have skipped over in the very first mission. That could have been a lot cleaner, though. It could have been a lot cleaner. And now that that's done, and we're going to go into a regular mission, I'm going to use the Kusari gun. Yeah. So, yeah, some of the side missions are kind of like a trial-esque, where they throw a bunch of different enemies at you. I didn't remember them ending in bosses that often, though. So that was interesting. Yokai extermination was a job well done. Village elder sends his thanks too. Told him that the only yokai left was that strange cat thing that looked like a steamed bun. But I imagine he won't keep for the villagers from returning. Do wonder what it was yapping about though. Didn't seem like it was especially hostile to people anyway. Any idea what it was saying, Hidi? I mean, you're half yokai, right? No? Well, I actually don't know. One of the things that I was scrolling across in between streams, because I didn't want to burn down the stream with too much menu management. Big charge is what I can do now. Was the fact that character directory. This is our Momther, and she's a yokai. That's about all we know. That's about all we know. Although apparently she led a quiet life. Until, obviously, she got killed. But we did get quite a few new things. Duration. Oh, we can't get it yet. Okay, well, we're gonna just get these then. Get purification. Set that one as our goal because we'll eventually just try to get that. Sarigama. Low stance would be nice. Quick attack with a back step. It is still Spooky's birthday. A parry. Big old flurry attack. Holding triangle. We can mess around with that. Send out the blade to dragon enemies to us. Ooh. Follow up. That would actually be pretty nice. Switch glaive. Use the switch glaive insight form to fling a winded enemy high into the air. Strange. Maximum key increases. Vault over the enemy. Maximum key. Grapple damage by 4%. Would not be terrible. Gams is next on the 30th. Dang. So many Borths. We also have a lot of people in general. Okay, so follow-up attacks if you want to swap out. Ah, man, I don't know. Mighty Thrust? Hold on, what was that? I think I'm down for that, actually. Override it with new techie. Yes. I can just quick pull them in versus the two big swings that wasn't really working well for me. Figure out when midnight is for Gam. It's something like very early in the morning. Our time of the previous day. Something like that. What should I get next though? Maybe we should just do that because I kind of just want to keep using final blow damage. That seems pretty nice. Actually, no, I could do that. Grapple damage. That'd probably be nice. We can do soul core and charge. Let's get damage. This is the one time zone of the community that I don't have done, I think. That's fair. It's a very separate time zone. Okay. Let's start this final mission. Ah, things don't sound good, Hidi. Looks like the forces of Dosan's successor, Yoshitatsu, are mounting an assault. Or is that Dosan suffered some heavy losses and retreated wounded to his estate? There have been whispers that things were bad between the two. But all of this is a little too sudden. There's got to be something else going on. Regardless, Dosan is an important ally, so it'd do us well to help him. Let's go show him what we can do. We shall. Pingus and Killer Chairs time's easy in there in Europe. Yeah, Europe's relatively straightforward, though. It's just plus a lot of hours. It's just trying to remember which countries are in which time zone. That's perfectly fine, Lumberzack. As I'm sure basically everyone in the community says, you come first. We're glad that you want to give a gift and dono type things, but always got to take care of yourself first. That is not the case. Love is not monetary.
ひどいありさまだな。そこら中壊されてる。あたりには吉田軍の人間だけじゃなく、あやかしまでいるようだ。
Up here. Let's. Dodgy axe hand cannon. These are the things that I kind of really don't want. The others are debatable to keep. Also, hi. Thanks for stopping by. Skill. Light armor. Yeah, let's go for skill. I don't think we want to change unless we want to do purification. Additional key damage on yokai. I think we should try it out. So water talismans off, purification, and set it to right there. Well, that works. Okay. spoiled the ending to that game for yourself, because whatever. That pause. That's how you know you didn't enjoy what the game was putting down, when you just like screw it and you just look up a playthrough of the final boss and or cutscenes beyond it. Just a big heck all of this. You're glad you didn't finish it now? Was it a bad ending too? Well, you dodged that very succinctly. Just wanted the ending cutscene. Ugh. How that flows. Fell to their death. Noted. Not gonna fall. Really enjoyed the game up until the chapter, so it just kind of fell apart right at the end. I don't like mid stance at all. Yeah, low stance is where it's gonna be. Okay. I don't think it could be Sans level frustration, but frustration nonetheless. Gonna be the triangle moves that I'm gonna try to launch out with this Sarigama. Just got some extra power to him. I had seen some stuff on it previously from, I believe Joseph Anderson did a breakdown of it, which he has not put out a analysis video in a very long time. But yeah, I believe he broke down quite a few things, and I was just like, I probably wasn't gonna play the game, but I'm just like, eh. Is Joseph Anderson. Tends to be kind of a video game design critic. Also tended to do incredibly long videos whenever he was breaking things down. Which, yeah, I don't know. It was quite often where I was not in agreement with whatever he was mentioning. No, I wanted that to kill that guy. Oh, really? That works. Sorry. Just had to finally do the grab attack. Mount Myoboku on my shirt? No. It is Celeste. Celeste. Mount Celeste, specific. So what is 196? It shouldn't be that much weaker. It could mean anything. I would recommend it. Celeste is one of my favorite games, so obviously I would recommend it. There's a whole lot of nastiness in that building. Friends in there. Just not gonna deal with you. Wow, you were just watching your friend just die. Rude. Nope. Sorry. Whole lot of things in that building. Let us could go up or continue on our pathway up. Something's there. So this must be one of the troop types from that other place. Ow! Do not. Okay, he does a lot of things. I might want to put on the copy buff for those type of enemies, because that's a lot of buffs that they like to do. Go get yourself a food crate. Get of munch. Have a relax. And that's dark room. Great. Great. Probably whenever I enter dark room, I'm just gonna use the switch glaive, just because I'm more consistent with it. I know its openings and its advantages and disadvantages better at this point. Arrows. This is also dark. Ah, no! Rude! Oh, I honestly saw it coming, but... Oh, gosh dang it. Really got to time that well. Like that. Yay. Note to self, don't just try to blindly walk up to someone that they put clearly in your vision. I just want to see how much health this actually brings back. Oh wow, you can actually recover a nice healthy chunk of health from enemies doing that. Noted. That's actually very useful. You can just set a debuff and then just start draining health off of them while you're attacking. Very offensive oriented. But let's... Excuse me. Get out of here. Dang it, I too busy focusing on things where I'm missing these dialogues that might or might not be that important, but still feels like I should be paying attention to them when I can. Dang it, I wanted to test out the new hold triangle charge, but then I completely forgot to. Good. So the implications here being that whomever this army is that invaded our fine business partner, that's death. They are combining with demons, cohorting, some would say. Demon chests. Hoping that this replacement modem that you're getting is gonna help with your connection issues. I'm all, oh, well, that's fine. I sure hope so. It is probably one of the worst times to be dealing with spotty connection for whatever reason. Oh gosh, dang it! I forgot that you can just so instantly charge at me. Oh, and then I grabbed your friend. Nope. I actually wanted this. Ow. Ow. What the? Oh, is that just the delayed like cannon shot of some sort? Stop! These guys are so versatile. Oh no! Ouch! Ah! Stop! Oh. Ay. Aberrant soldier. Oh, okay. It was also the one who was in charge of this area. That would explain why it was so strong compared to those other ones that we encountered before, where they were not incredibly powerful. Welcome back. Much needed coffee, says the one who just stays up and at incredibly late times. What did we get new? At this point, I'm just kind of looking for numbers game here. Ooh, that's really good though. Yeah, I kind of want to roll with that for a bit. Oh, they also look amazing too. Swap my lock. Oof, that's a hefty increase too. I definitely want to roll with those twin swords for a bit. I want to see how I play with them, because I like the Kusarigama, but in the end it's just like not the most critical thing in the world to me. Ooh, finally. We did finally get a gun. Done that in like a week, you say, and then you say as getting coffee at 9:30 at night your time. Just want you to have the regular sleep schedule and keep you healthy. I'm gonna have to swap out a lot of these things eventually, but I just kind of want to roll it. Yeah, I remember this feeling. God, I remember just how fast and fun it was to mess around with the twin with the twin swords. And I think I remembered liking. I don't know, they're all kind of very good stances. I really like the twin swords. Sleep schedule is so fun. Keeps moving forward little by little. I went to bed at 8:30 a.m. today. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That. Yeah. I don't know. My head would just be like, try to get the more consistent schedule, or just kind of the expected working schedule. But that's just me. It's what I tried to maintain the entirety of my unemployment time. And it kept me sane, but I mean, to each their own on how they deal with the situations at hand. This. Oh no, did I put that? Oh, I did put it on the other side. Wait, no, I grabbed it. Never mind. When you grab. Interesting. The switch glide's like kind of frowned upon, maybe? Been maintaining your sleep schedule because I need to, but I know the moment I disregard it, I usually shoot myself in the foot. Also, I can't really do it. Yeah, doing things for a major or a profession can kind of sour some of the stuff that you used to do for fun. I definitely can't really do all-nighters too much anymore. Well, that's mostly just because I'm working again, and it's been more exhausting than I had anticipated. But I used to just kind of whenever I so pleased. Just like do an all-nighter, especially in college. It was just like, there's a game I really wanted to play. I just wasn't sleeping that night. Yeah, let's keep that up. I did get 3 new cores. Kaki. I can get rid of this Kaki. Yoki, I also have, but this one's higher level. Nope. Skaki. I only pull all-nighters when I have to, which right now is never. But you're also going to bed at incredibly late times too. Just tend to not like to stick to a schedule. I'd rather go to bed when I'm tired. That's fair. Though the body tends to like to stick to schedule, but I don't know. You know your body better than I do, so. What is this one? Oh, get a firearm. That's the same. No, what am I doing? I don't want to select. I just want to watch the movie. So yokai ability damage up, nullified damage. Ooh, that's really good. I'm gonna attach that one. And we can drop the other one. Yeah, that should be fine. Remember when I could pull on there? Can't do that. Yeah. Age also tends to do a thing when it's just like, oh, neat. I can't do as many things as I used to between sleeps. That's okay, though. This makes me actually select and be picky of the things I want to partake in. Locked, of course. Whoa, that's a very big torii gate. Buried underground at that. I only have 3 bullets? Really? I don't know how I didn't have any bullets so far. Just do what I do and become so sad that your negative emotions keep you up for 2 nights because it's always fun being alone. No! No, Greg, don't do that. But also, as always, take care of yourself. Ah. Okay, no. Having fun over there? Ah! Nope, I'm not dealing with you on a bridge. Sorry. Don't pass out. I've always went to bed on your terms. Just want everyone to be healthy. But I mean, your bodies are you. So you'll understand them better than I. I can only bring requests to just the... Oh no, that's new. To the typical things that that define a healthy body. I wouldn't recommend it, Greg. The body really doesn't like staying up for incredibly extended periods of time. No, why did you... Okay, you spit daggers. Oh my gosh, she's so evasive. Oh, good. That's paralysis. Great, they're Gorgons. No. No bite. Don't lip up. Don't eat my larynx. Oh. No, I'm out of stamina. Just go down. Ow. Have a good look. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with those yokai when it comes to higher groupings of them. Also, hi, Forte. Thanks for stopping by. Also, have moments. Thanks for stopping by. I don't like these holes with skulls coming out of them. Oh, no, I saw it coming. I saw it coming and I did nothing. How about some poison? Ah. That was a bit of... They gave me some real benefit of the doubt there on that one. I was pretty late on that counter. But I'll take it. A lot of stuff going on down there. I can't jump down to this yet. And I need to start learning to look up whenever I'm wary of things and not just holding my guard. 2 times in a row now I've gotten the drop happen to me. Oh? Oh. Just sitting there in your bright green pool. You sneaky Kodama. So sneaky. Got a monkey. Well, I didn't want to use that, but that's fine. Oh, you jerk. Stop. Oh, dang it. Oh, that was just bad on my part. Could have downed him. Then and there. I'm just starting to run into like the exact same problem that I had with the, some of my weapons in the last Nioh game. It's just like sometimes I start feeling really weak, and I have no elixirs. That is not good. I have 1 life leech talisman. It's my only heals I have right now. Great. Great, 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 great. Oh, hi. Ah, well, using this now. Story so far, it's difficult to say. This game is not, it like, the gameplay wise does not have a lot of story connected with it. There's some environmental, and from the snippets of you picking up souls from dead bodies, and they have and they voice some things. I see you there. But right now it's we are a half yokai whose village was invaded by demons, and we slayed them, and then now we just caught up and are just like honestly being dragged around by a merchant and just helping slay yokai basically for money at the moment. Not exactly the most grandiose beginning. Come on, why? What is up with these guys? How about confused? Why? Oh, Ah. Ah, well. I don't know when I got an elixir, but it's the only elixir I got. That hurts so much. Ah. No. Oh, I hit R2 in circle. That comes out so fast. They give you the red burst of motion and stuff like that, but it still comes out very quickly. Noted, though. Stop that. Sorry about that. All right. Sorry, Snack. Oh, that's new. You decided not to do that before. Oh, dang it. Gosh dang it. Even with incredibly reduced speed, you still move very quickly. Oh, nice though. If that gives me the Gorgon stare, that's going to be incredibly powerful. So I'm hoping it does. Okay, will you... Are you going to enjoy Bring It On? Yep. Jerk. The jerk lets me pass if I be aggressive. It's like a... You just choose 2 different classes of emotes. And one of them, they will let you pass. You get 2 shots. So technically I have like a 2/3 chance of getting through. But I always seem to fail it somehow. Try to be respectful. Start, then... It's game. For the host. I appreciate it. Also, hello. Nope, nope, nope. That's the bad spot. I do not want to deal with them. Stop. Okay, well, we're just gonna use this. Get yuck. Love how brutal that is. Also, I'm glad that guy de-aggroed because I was gonna have problems if they stuck around. Whoa. Shiny hunts are any indication statistics are not on your side. Yeah, that too. That too is always the case. But yeah, I should probably swap out the grab yokai ability with something else. Hopefully the Gorgon stare is going to be a good one. If that is the ability. Is this just a hot spring? Sure is. Neat. Rest up. Sorry, yokai friend. I ruined your bath. Stop. Ugh. Oh, we're gonna. No. Ugh, jerks. Okay, well that didn't work as intended either. God, I love the switch climb so much more. Okay, I could probably open a shortcut. Okay, well, this doesn't seem like a shortcut at all. Nope. Sorry about this. Oh, no. Sorry. Oh, God, it's just as satisfying as it was before. Just blasting their head off with a rifle shot. It's just like, yeah, you don't feel like dealing with this enemy? Go right ahead. You can just take them out. And the game's like, that's okay. Can be really effective at long range if you so desire. Okay. Shortcut. Get. Let's see what else we can do. I'm assuming through the Torii gate is probably going to be the end of the level. We got some Kadamas that we still need to find. Yeah, let's just use this. Oh, what? No! Paralysis, please! Ugh. Where did my... Oh, it got rid of my boost. So when my weapon becomes cursed like this, when it fills up, it actually removes my other buff. I was wondering why I wasn't doing the debuff anymore. And now I know. Good. Good pet. Supply some point. Why not? Ow. Stop what you're doing. Stop shooting that at me, you jerk. Can I cross that? Might be able to. But that seems dangerous. And might be our only way across. Good. Oh. Hi, friend. Hello. Why can't I greet? There we go. Hello. Seems it wants something. What should I give you? Why don't you take this? You like that? You like that weapon? What do you give me for it? A blood spider blade. Odachi? Yeah, Odachi. Whoa. Nice. That's interesting. Learned anything from D&D? It's not to fuck with sentient weapons. You also learned from Suikoden that sentient weapons are also huge dicks. Yeah. The sentient weapon in Suikoden 2 was definitely kind of a jerkbag. I guess this is... We just have to cross it? It doesn't seem like a good idea. Yep, because now we're poisoned. Where is my antidote? We might have to just equip the antidotes. Good. There's some slimes too. Ow! Who threw the thing in? Stop. Jerk. Stop. Get out of here. Oh, that statue is glowing. And I don't know what with. I don't want to test it, to be honest. Corruption emanates from the Serpentine section. Is that what's poisoning the water? Doesn't seem to be doing anything to me specifically. Oh, it drains the water. Okay. Interesting. Ow. Forgot about these. These like don't go down to anything except for elemental damage. And when they're open like that. Or you can drain their key. That works too. Okay. Oh, hi. You're just chilling down here, Kodama. Just staying slightly above that dangerous water level. Oh, hi, friend. Excuse me. Would you mind coming over here for a second? Ah, dang it. No, wrong moves. Whatever. Oh. I'm just playing like a fool. Is what I am. I need this not. There's a lot going on here. I'd rather clean up the rest of this wide open area first. Dang it. Gotta remember it's up to delete that. I just didn't want to deal with that, guys. Gotta love it. You can just wipe them off the map. That sword. Define that sword. Also, that seems like a very not fun area to dive into. Let's find another one of these snake statues. Beat the poison. Nice. I can also use poison to increase my ninjutsu power. That's wonderful. So basically, like anything at all that's classified under ninjutsu, anything at all that's classified under magic, they will all give you XP towards getting more skill points in it. That is wonderful. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't want to deal with that. Ah. Dang it. Stop it. Poison. Poison slide. Come on. Nice. Whoa. Oh, I got a smithing text for the hammer that thing uses. That should be quite useful. If I used hammer. We might eventually have to use some... Ah. Sorry. Didn't mean to bonk them right there. We might eventually have to mess around with them. Because I think at some point in time, if they're going to follow suit with so many of the other things from the first game, is that there's like a mastery that you can get with each and every weapon. And yeah, you need to get a lot of points into each weapon class in order to get it. Excuse me, will you be nice? Why? The taunt. Oh, come on. Ow. Ow, I dodged, please. Oh, come on. Ooh, noted that. Yeah, powerful attacks drop key way faster than regular attacks. Noted. That is a oh, really? I got a wall demon. Got a wall demon soul. Excellent. How dare you, King? How dare you? Your butt. Oh, come on. Out of here. And that wasn't the leader of it? Come on. No, I didn't want to get any unnecessary tension. Ah, that's bad. Oh, stop. Let me finish off your friend. Oh, that nearly got me. Stop. Oh, this must be the leader of it. This one is very strong. Ah. Ow. That works. Come on. Why do you have so much health? Oh, come on. There we go. Down. That wasn't it? How is it so strong then? Yeah, this is not going well for us. We don't have a whole lot of health either. Oh, I can't even pick them up while I'm in this realm. Crap. You're looking at 16 gig RAM sticks because you only got 8. Good to know the prices are still pretty high. I wouldn't even know because I haven't taken a look in so long. But now I do. Please come over here. This stinks. I'm gonna get poisoned again. No, not poisoned. Success. A friend. Man, no. Nope, not poison. Hello. How about some how about a ooh, that's actually newer than part of a set. What could I give you? Demon Axe is powerful. How about just the large spirit stone? Will you take that? What will you give me for that? It's very large spirit stone. Summoner's Candle. Okay, that's actually a trade. Summoner's Candles are very nice. Oh no, we are still poisoned. Is this the source? God, so long health. It was the source. Okay. Interesting. Oh, well, that's not great for us, though. I have no special... Oh, I can't get hit. Okay. I have no resources. I need to rest. But I couldn't rest. I was so close to everything. And I didn't want to respawn everything either. Okay, that's an elixir though. That's gonna let us at the very least. Oh no, that almost killed me. What is that? At your service. There we go. The bonfire you see is beyond that fog wall. It was beyond the fog wall. Nice, another core. Yeah, now that's purified, and that was behind a fog wall. Any other of these that I can quick do? No. There's this one that goes far beyond into there, but I don't want to do that one yet. So I basically got the 2 cave entrances. Oh, that I gotta do. Get away. Get away, we're resting. We're resting, I get it. Okay. Let's get our dex up to 10, and then we'll see. We'll probably do Constitution, maybe Skill and Magic, probably, as our main traits. Gina, Yoki, Aberrant Soldier, another one. Nurikabe, oh my god. That only costs 2. And it does a big old slam. I really like that. I'm actually gonna put that. But we can select this Yoki, this Aberrant Soldier, the Ippon Datara. I still have one equipped. This one, that is Petrifying Gaze. Okay, that's, I think I might just end up with 2 brand new equips here. Because I would love to smash them down, and I would love to paralyze them. And they're both relatively low cost, too. Yokai ability Key Pulse? Interesting. So you can use a yokai ability as a key pulse. That's actually really good. So I should probably get this lower one off of you. And actually, I should probably just not have exchange. Yeah, let's just not have yokai that drop attached to other spirits that I'm not actively using, because that just makes things more confusing and makes this menu management more frustrating. Soldier, it was the Ippon Datara. No, not that. Enki, Mizuki. Those, because we have a new Mujin now. Okay. Now let's do it. And note that I need to remember that I can keep higher leveled stuff and use it to upgrade lower level gear. I need to always remember that. Oh my god, power attacks do drain stamina so much faster. Or drain ki so much faster. Ah, really? Also, I should probably use these level ups that have been sitting on forever. Ow. Stop, monkey. Okay. Yeah, I probably should not have been keeping all of... Oh, I have 4. 4 levels up with the dual swords. Spinning blade. Forward. Key recovery speed while guarding. Planning an attack. You can now clearly see and evade all incoming attacks during the recovery period following a dodge. Ooh, that's really good. Oh yeah, quick draw. Yeah, we can do that. I really like quick draw. While in full health, your melee damage increases by 3%. Yeah, we can do that. Just get boosted that way. When it's successful, increase your attack power. Yes, please. Damage dealt to enemies from behind increases. Oh, I don't know. But let's set that as the goal. Magic. I want that one. Sword. Art Talisman. This increases your key recovery speed when you successfully form burst recover. Yes. Guarding. Use certain active skills with water. Poison. Gosh dang it, there's so much. So it's 20% of your health when you successfully grab one enemy while in yokai. Yeah, we just need to make our yokai form last longer. Whenever we use it, it lasts like 10 seconds. If that. Increases key recovery speed when you perform. Yeah. Yeah, based on magic. Grant certain active skills a damage bonus based on your magic. We can do that. Dang it, can't do sneak thief. What can we do then? Eagle eye, catwalking, gunpowder bombs that we get every single time. Yeah, we can roll with that. Smoke balls, ground fire, shrapnel, straight up shuriken, antitoxin. Paralysis on the weapon though. And then a poison cloud. Let's get paralysis on the weapon. And we'll have to tune those later. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, what the? That was interesting. Just like a weird combination of two things happening at once there. I'll get out of here. No, come here. Stop firing him. Oh no. Well, I have someone else's attention. Oh, I have two of theirs attention. That's why. No, I didn't want you to come down too. Please finish. Thank you. Fool. Dropped your card. That's not hitting their head. Okay, well, let's actually search this area next. Excuse me? Well, are you... Ah, well, completely just brought that up way too soon. Why aren't you dead yet? Jeez, come on. I think maybe I should be paying attention and actually equipping like a brand new weapon when I'm getting it, because holding out with these dual swords has not been the most productive. Oh, really? Really? No bats. Forgot about bats. Bats in poorly attuned locations can actually be really annoying, and maybe even sometimes cause things to death. Come on. Oh, gosh, dang it. It's which power attack that the snake lady's gonna do that always... Oh, no. Always messes with me. Stop what you're doing. There we go. That's better. Better weapons don't stand a chance against Fashion Souls. That's a fair statement, though. Fashion Souls is very important. It's where the true end game is. Which I also haven't equipped new armor in a very long time. Kitten. Kitten. Pet. Good kitten. Also, I didn't use like any of my new abilities that I've attached for the yokai. Okay, that didn't last as long as I was hoping. Oh, I launched that way too soon. Good job, Content. What is this here? Ah. Picking RPG clothes based on maxing stats instead of whether they match or not. That's a good prosody skit. This is my ass kicking outfit. Okay. Ah, statue. Oh, I have been chugging elixirs non-stop, and that's not a good thing. Don't mind me. Executing your friend. There we go. It's right out, so I think that clears out this path. Yeah. limited. Yeah, I don't think that paralysis is what I'm gonna have to use in the long run. It's very short-lived. Very, very short-lived. Can be problematic. For a second. Oh no! I fall for it every time. Every tip. Oh, heal. Where is the exit? This is so bad. I'm also not very good at dealing with these snake ladies yet. Nope, that was way too soon. Luckily, I have some semblance of paralysis resistance, and I can survive a blast from that. Oh my gosh. I've been chugging elixirs so bad. I need to stop. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I was... I thought I was caught in the geometry there. That wouldn't have been... That was almost an... Oh, God, no. Gun ammo. Ah, go down. Next when we rest, I need to double check what we still need Kodama-wise. Hello. I just ate that. Stop. Ah, gosh. It's the mix-up that constantly messes with me. Will you stand still for once? Let me get some healing off from you. Oh, I think... Oh, really? The tail smacked me from that far away. Gosh, dang it. So I think I need to hit it more than once. Each one of the wall slams is costs two, and you can do multiple in a row. Yeah, let's get that. Greatly reduces the time needed to gather energy. I don't like that. Melee damage against enemies with full health. So you get a 1 full health. So that's good with backstabbing. I don't want it so bad to get. But yeah, let's equip some new stuff. What have we gotten that's new? Honestly, not the greatest amount of stuff. I won't lie. A demon's axe is very good. I can swap my lock for that. Everything else, hand axe will work. Gosh, I need to... I don't like that I can't currently lock stuff. I can't lock stuff from the equip menu. I can only lock stuff from this menu. Very strange. Rifle range damage. I can put that. Okay, let's actually put some stuff here. So we could do all Shrine Maiden sets if we wanted those bonuses. Faceplate. We actually haven't gotten. Go by newest ability. Rarity type. Sort by level. It doesn't have. I wanted to sort by defense, but it doesn't really seem to have that option. So I guess we could just be a Shrine Maiden. If I want to see what that's going to look like. Doesn't look like there's actually any more of the Shrine Maidens than just those two. Which... No, there's more. I just don't know where. I'm not sure we've found them yet. Untouched Sacred Water, damage taken versus Yokai, life recovery from purification. Ooh, that's actually really good. Being able to recover life whenever you cure a Yokai realm that's on the ground. That's pretty huge. So those can be good, but at 2, it's probably not worth it. So we can just focus on what's gonna be super good for us. Which at the moment is probably this. Close to Nioh, so I can't put the stats. Yeah. Honestly, just the stats are nice overall, but you just kind of want to pay attention to the major ones. The actual defense value is kind of the big key, and then the passives are nice, and sometimes can be incredible to have, but usually the real killer early on is just going to be the hard set stats, your defenses, and stuff like that. As well as if I don't have the requirements to equip stuff. Like, you can see the special effects are grayed out on this equipment because I don't have enough strength to equip it. So I kind of want to choose what's best. And then the colors just denote its rarity. So I guess those, because they're light. Was Dark Souls 1 or 2, though? Played a Dark Souls 1 randomizer. Real fun. Nice. That's something that I should probably try out at some point, is other randomizers. I've only played the Hollow Knight randomizer. That's the only one I've ever attempted. And I really enjoyed it. But yeah. Does require you have some prior game knowledge on the more extreme randomizer settings. Yeah, for sure. I've seen some pretty off the wall randomizers at times. Stuff that, like, every time you pick up something, it forces you to equip it. It's just like, oh, good. Love being set up with something I can't even really properly do. Actually, many Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon. Seem like they'd be fun too, because you just completely, just like, you could completely brick the game for yourself really early if you just get a legendary. Otherwise, it could be like, oh great, what am I even going to be dealing with and against? Also, hi guys, thanks for stopping by. you do want to do Dark Souls 1 rando, I can help out. I think that would honestly be the only one I can do. I think Dark Souls 1 is the only one that I own on PC. Yeah, so that'd probably be the only one I can, actually. Ooh, unlimited. Ninjutsu untouched. Ammo is really nice because that gives you a chance of just having having a ninjutsu or an ammo just like not cost the ammo that that it says it was going to. Or I could have enemy sensor. Or I could have enemy sensor. I'm gonna go with enemy sensor. Enemy sensor is very nice. So you can just see where enemies are on the radar. Okay. I should be relatively stronger. Oh, wow. Oh, these actually speak to you more the more you use them. That's interesting. Most extreme settings let you randomize keys, which can actually hard lock you. But beyond that, you'll still be able to get through the game. Usually the randomizers like to not hard lock you, or at least many randomizer devs I know do their best to not give you hard lock situations. But sometimes you can go beyond what they expect you to do. If any setting has the potential to hard lock you, should not be in the game. Yeah, that too. But that's what happens when you're dealing with randomizer devs versus regular devs. Regular devs for sure try to not get any hard locks, but randomizer devs can do their best, but sometimes there's just unforeseen things where it's just like, yep. Very quick one too. It shouldn't be in the randomizer. Like if they're not going to take the precaution, then they shouldn't bother. That's fair. Cause yeah, I only know about that a lot from just the ones where progression is pretty clearly defined. Stop, stinking slime! Get out of here! So yeah, you can combo that. Noted. Stop, you jerk slime! I'm just trying to get past. But yeah, the ones that I know of are the Hollow Knight randomizer and many RPG randomizers, where it's just like, no. RPG randomizers end up being just significantly different. Because some of them like start you off with like random party members and things like that. But I know like with Final Fantasy IV randomizer, they just give you access to gosh dang it. They give you access to like the first airship of, or one of the last airships of, or one of the main airships of the game. So you just like can go wherever, and then obviously the bosses are all scaled to are all scaled down to whatever boss would have been at that location and stuff like that. Though not all of them. Because sometimes there's some things that are hard coded into the game where it's just like a boss's opening move is just like insanely powerful. And it's just like, well, there's nothing that can honestly be done. You literally will just walk into that boss and just be like, yep. And just, oh my god, I hate these slimes. Don't have, fine, I'll use elemental. They're so weak to elemental, but they're not weak to anything else. But yeah, I think there's like a Final Fantasy boss that opens with like Mega Flare or like Mega Nuke or something like that, and it could be like one of the earlier bosses you can activate, and then it's just like, well, that's gonna be a hard no. And you're just gonna have to find progress elsewhere, and I'm sure the devs are just like, yep, we need to make sure that there's nothing hard setting against you progressing through the entirety of the game within this randomizer behind a boss that you can't beat as your first boss. Pokemon, here's the box legend as a start. Have fun. Also, Pokemon Randomizer, here's a Sunkern for your starter, and every Pokemon on this first route is third form fire type. Good. Or if there were already a Pokemon Sword Shield randomizer, it's like giving you Toxel as your first Pokemon. A Pokemon that like doesn't have any abilities until they evolve. It's like, great. Great. Yeah. Get a paralysis. Paralysis can wear off pretty fast against certain enemies. Yeah, I'll probably end up just dropping them. And another Yoki. Wait. Okay, I do have that Yoki. Oh, my damage. Okay, shit. Yokai ability damage lock. Drop that one. And then I think we're good to go to progress, because we did get all of I'm actually gonna we did end up getting all the Kodama, so here we go. Then we go after we deal with one snake lady. Oh my god, it's so hard to hit them while they're on the move. Also, I just really need to get used to what I can and can't do against them. Light hair. There we go. Get out of here. There. Well, that went a lot better than all the other fights I've done against them. As of Gen 8, Sunkern is now tied with Blipbug for the lowest bait stats of any Pokemon, not counting Solar Phone, which caution. Even Snom, which knows like 2 moves until it evolves, has higher base stats than Sunkern. Oh, good. That's right. Snom doesn't also doesn't have any abilities whatsoever until it evolves. Okay. Let us see what we're up against. Kitten! Ah, dang it, I was gonna take off the paralysis. That's fine. We'll just roll with it. We'll see how well this goes. big wide open arena hidden behind what looked like a building. This looks like the first troublesome boss of Nioh 1 all over again. Nope, it's going to be very different because I guess we're getting a basilisk. Oh, three-headed basilisk. Hydra looking thing. This. Well, don't. No, you don't. Ow. Ah. No, stop. What are you doing? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. In the yokai realm, they separate. Oh, noted. That's not good. That works. Come on. Ow. Ow. Stop what you're doing. Ah. Get hecked. Vacation. Nope. Ow. Stop. Heck him up. Oh no, that's not a great time to end up getting a curse. Nope. Come on. Gotta get rid of small one. Jeez. No. No heals. Oh, I'm poisoned. I don't have... Oh, I'm glad that missed. Oh. I thought my dash would have given me enough through that. It was not. This was the boss included in the betas. I didn't play any betas. Okie dokie. Not sure what I really want to do different there. Well, having poison is probably not going to help me. Also, hi. No, if I didn't already say hello, I might have. What? How did that first one not get counted? Ah. I should do these a lot better. What I'm doing now. What the? The timing on them is so awkward. But I'm glad you actually don't. Dang it. Stinking nails really bother me. I'm really glad that at the very least in this game, that's all you have to do is get into the boss room and they automatically give your stuff back. You don't have to go finding your grave in the boss room. Oh, really? That counts as damage? No. Ah, gosh dang it. What am I doing? Why did that one go super fast? Gosh dang it. And I think I'm playing a different weapon set. Noted. Don't block those. This thing might be too fast for me to be using these heavy skill sets. Especially not when I'm dealing with these little ones. Ah. I should also have antidote equipped, but I'm a fool. Ah. Oh. No, what am I doing? It's such a slow crawl at you that does damage. It feels really awkward in order to dodge. Or dodge and or try to counter when it's just like slowly making its way towards you. Just be blocking those tail swipes. What the? I can't. I don't know the timing involved with that. It's really awkward. Ow. Okay, let's just get rid of these. I can get rid of them very quickly. Like that. Ah. What the? I don't know what I'm really supposed to do against that. It's so weird. It's just such a slow crawl at you that it's treating as an incredibly powerful attack. I'm not really sure I can dodge it appropriately. Very strange. Also, yeah, the music is kind of grating. Heckin' Grim. Home slow. Oh, why did that fail? Sorry, I'm slightly distracted. Oh no, it's not full. Oh! Stop, you stinking snakes. Oh no, I'm poisoned. I don't have any stamina. Heal, antidote. I need to set that as a shortcut, and I keep forgetting. Oh, I'm dead. No. Oh, stop. I don't know how that ended up keeping me alive. Oh, stop. You jerks. Stop running away. Oh my gosh. Grim. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Son. Welcome, everyone. I need to make some adjustments. Stone, get you off of there in favor of antidotes. That's why it took me so long to equip antidotes. I do not know. Lightning life leech, no. I should probably attune my paralysis. Actually, no. I'll put the purification here instead. I'll drop that in favor of another purification and another lightning. That'll work. Actually, no, let's not do lightning. Let's do fire. Heck! Damn it. Thanks for the host. I appreciate it. Okay, we got our purification talisman all set up there. Drop poison. Hemlock. And sure, let's just get some free bombs. Set those there. This should hopefully work a bit better. That's right. I wasn't gonna. We should drop you. Who should we equip? Maybe this one just because it matches. All or nothing. I can probably drop it. Let's just. Yeah, let's just copy. Don't have bubble snakes, but I do have Mystified Tip. Very good. We're not even fighting snitties right now. We're running past a set of snitties. Oh, really? I don't like starting off with that much damage. It's fine. There's some snitties. Nope. Why do I always see fit to do that? Nope. Oh, come on. Also, the lock-on is not helping here. Ouch. Oh, come on. No, I'm dead. I'm gonna die to poison. Still alive. Still alive. I didn't mean to hit you with that. That's fine. Get out of here, you stinking snake. Oh, come on. Nope. I can't get anywhere near them. Oh, these snakes are so frustrating to deal with. I might just have to play without lock on in order to deal with it. Oh, great. You just swamped them immediately. Oh, that didn't dodge. Come on. Oh, no wonder my attacks were taking so long. Nope, I'm dead. No! Jeez. This is a very strange boss to fight. How did I do so incredibly well my first attempt? Okay, well. Oh, come on. It's so frustrating because they're so slow. Why didn't that work? I don't know why these things aren't working every time. Ugh. 3. Nope. Okay. Dang it. Oh, wait. Nope. Thought it was an opening to heal, and that was a mistake. No, I'm dead. Oh, gosh. Honestly, what's destroying me the most is the lock-on. It's the lock-on. The lock-on's targeting the head and not the body. The body is what I need to be locking onto. I don't give a crap where the head is located. Oh, come on. It also stinks to be trying to use. I might just have to try and do mid stance. Okay, so when he... Wow. Okay, so you can lock onto the body. That changes everything. No, I thought I dodged. good. Ah. Nope. Ugh. Bad time to try and get that off. Ooh. Yeah. That was very interesting that didn't. Get out of here. Okay, well, here I was using specifically the Switch Glide high stance for the longest time, and basically the first attempt at using the Switch Glide mid stance, and just wrecked the boss. Duly noted. I still really like the Switch Glide. Last time I had a Souls-like game with lock-on problem was Ebrietas from Bloodborne. I really hate that boss. Yeah, I remember that one being a pain. Unless you cheesed it and just like sat in between its back two tentacles and just hammered it from behind. I think that's how most of the times I've beaten Ebrietas have gone. Just kind of stay way behind and just hammer into it and occasionally have to dodge something that would hit me. But the lock-on problem wasn't so much as bad once I figured you could lock onto the body and not the head.
Nioh.
We get Snake. Mm.
あやかしの女と出会ったあの日まではわしはあやかしを滅ぼすソハヤの刀を打ち砕きそれまでの名も捨てた刀の与える不死の魂なぞ生死共に誓ったわ人妖が融和して暮らせるよ霊石を集めよこしまなものの悪用を防ぐわ
So now we have purpose.
その誓いを果たすため
So this is our father? This is our father then? And he's immortal? Let's go, Papa. I think is what was intended with that. What do you do? We have a secret gate. But if he's immortal, then that shouldn't have been a problem. Ah, well. He may not be immortal after he casts down that blade. His fancy blade. Shirohan. We have Snake Spirit. And so ends the first chapter of the game. Oh boy, a lot more actually unlocked than I was expecting. Whew. Mumio sure did turn up at a great time. Amiable as always. As ever, of course. But curse Yoshitatsu for sending monsters to do her dirty work while she makes off with those stones. Who's Yoshitatsu? With things as they stand, it's too dangerous for us in Nioh. There's no use staying here. Let's follow the wise words of Do-san and make our way to Owari. If we make it out alive, I'm sure we'll have a chance to repay our gratitude to him. Oh, there's more of the Shrine Maidens stuff. Ooh, that's actually pretty powerful. Melee damage versus poisoned enemy increase. That's actually pretty strong considering ninjutsu can let you poison people pretty early on in the game. So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh, I'm insufficient. Because it takes up just too much. If I try to do both. Which is fine. Because I wasn't really going to be using that one anyway. So we can go back to the override smash. No, we're kind of getting the same thing. I guess we can attempt to try paralysis again. Twilight mission. Oh, that's right. Violet cherry blossoms unlocked. Wait, ninja. Okay, so there's tutorials now. This is a high risk, high reward Twilight mission. Enemies are stronger, but you also have the chance to obtain strong equipment. You can only play a Twilight mission when Twilight comes. Oof. And these Twilight missions are like are the main missions of the game, but redone. So you can go and do a previous mission basically at a much higher level. Region, Hunter. But we still have actually quite a few things that we can do that I was not expecting to actually have to do. So yeah, I think we're probably just gonna keep messing around and do maybe these side missions, and then we'll call it quits for the night. But in the meantime, we actually do So I'm not going to do this one because this one doesn't net you any rewards, but these ones actually do get you good rewards, as well as unlock new things that you can use, or new points you can allocate into ninjutsu and magic. Finally noticed I've been stalking you for a while. Let me tell you, you left yourself wide open the whole time. Well, there's no need to look like that. My name's Kato Danzo. I'm a ninja for hire, and it just so happens that Tokichiro has paid me a tidy sum to train you. So how about it? If you're not interested, I have no problem simply taking my advance and getting out of here. Teach me your incredibly creepy stalker ninja ways, because that's exactly what you made it sound like. And with this, it's going to make me do the same thing as it did before, where it's going to force me to equip certain things. Oh, and then it's actually going to show you how to actually attune your stuff. Interesting. So these cost almost nothing. Just set it up there. Stand still. Ow. Stop. Stop. We did it. We successfully threw 4 shurikens at a guy. Mission success. It's time to kill more training partners with the wood stored. No, that one we actually threw shurikens at and somehow decapitated them with a throwing star. Whoops. Hey, you're pretty quick on the up. I'm glad, because it's no fun when a student's completely useless. Now listen, I wasn't planning on sticking around after this, but I guess there's no harm in hanging around a little longer. It's not every day you get to take on a yokai as a student, after all. This is sure to be fun, though naturally I'll still be expecting Tokichiro to keep that money coming. Wow! And then we'll do some magic. Been hearing whispers about a man searching for you, wishing to teach you the ways of Onmyo magic. That's not all. It seems the man in question claims to be Abe no Seimei, the legendary master of Onmyo magic. But he was around centuries ago, so that surely can't be right. Well, we should at least meet up with him, even if he turns out to be a fraud. We can just turf him. It's gonna do the same thing as before. Use it. I learn it. Ready it up. Come on. Oops. Set there. And hip. Oh geez, this is actually gonna take a while. No, don't do that. I forgot that one-handed sword, you can just have an infinite combo with low stance. You seem rather young for someone more than 100 years old. Also, it doesn't increase my actual damage to them. It increases my key damage to them. Which is a very key distinction. Pun not intended, but it sure was full of pen. Also, crap, I forgot to upload a VOD today. Whoops. I'll just have to do 2 tomorrow. Would appear that the divinations were correct about you. Certainly have a gift. My apologies. Got to introduce myself. My name is Seimei, Abe no Seimei. I'm an Onmyo mage, and I have grown somewhat concerned about the spread of malign yokai of late. If you desire the power to take on these fiends, then perhaps I can be of some help to you. Neat. An aging character. Good. And then I think if we just use these, then we should be able to get 2 levels up. Many skill that we can work with. No, give me switch glaive. I don't want to. Yeah, let's get grapple damage. Swords. I don't like that at all. What else do I want on swords now? Time. I mean, it's fine. We can mess around with that ability. Key recovery skill. Guarding. Forward. Landing attack reduces the amount of damage you take for a time. I remember that. We actually really want to do that. It allows the dual swords to kind of be a bit of a tankier option as well as a speedier one. Or if you're landing hits, you're going to be taking less damage. Magics. Really? I can't even get those to start with. That's not great. Okay, so now it allows me to lightning shot, which I'd honestly not prefer. Ah, boy, I don't know what I want to get now. Life Leech, Oasis. Looks like I can kind of just do straight shot down. Thunderstorm. Increased defense. Fire Shikigami. Touched by an enemy, you're struck by their foe, inflict fire damage. So it's kind of more of an explosion. And then there's this, which is an actual explosion. I don't know what I actually want to spend this on. Rob the enemy of some of their attack power. That's tempting. Luckbringer, increases luck. Extends the range of purification. Yes, please. I definitely want that. My favorite, explosives. Increases your key recovery spin, allows you to dispel yokai realm pools by touching them. Well. We're gonna do it to him. I am loath to use these too judiciously. But sloth talismans were quite broken. Or incredibly broken in the first one. Kind of made many bosses trivial because you could just slow them down so much. But we'll see. What was I even aiming for? Skills of poison, skills of water. Dark realm drop rate. That's right, I was just gonna go for anything that was reducing how much stamina I was using in yokai form. Extends the duration. I can do extended duration. I should probably mark what I was gonna do next. Ninja. Can get some shurikens, smoke balls, shrapnel bombs. Right, I was just gonna go for anything that was reducing how much stamina I was using in yokai form. Extends the duration. I can do extended duration. Nice. Shrapnel bombs. gunpowder bombs are really nice to just have on hand. Explosive traps. Beacons of dashing, rotation. Poison. 7 herb pills. These pills neutralize the paralyzed status ailment and dispel any process accumulation, simultaneously boosting your resistance to pattern process. No. Paralytic dust. Poison dust. There's so many options for you to mess around with. Kunai. Here's a shuriken damage. Throw a Rakansen coins. Throwing it deals damage to the enemy. This item is not consumed on use, but using it will cost a small amount of money. So you can just throw money at enemies now. Fire shuriken, though. Ooh. Delayed explosive fire shuriken? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of really want that. Yeah, I kind of really want that. That just sounds really fun. And then I'm going to have to do that one next. So I can just fire more than one of them. Just stick a bunch of shurikens into an enemy all at once. Yeah, let's extend shifts. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, these... I think I got a trophy for letting a yokai weapon speak to me enough times. And I don't want to do too much menu management here, because I can do a bunch of it in between stream. That's right, I did get a new spirit. I need to check and see what that spirit does. We can check that off from the shrine. This one is a brute type. Anima bonus is guard. Life drain on melee kill. Imbue poison onto yokai abilities. Ooh. Life drain on yokai abilities. It's not a lot though. I'm just gonna stick with what I have. It's probably gonna be more useful, but we shall deal. I want that to clean number. And if one dex is gonna get me a shuriken, that would be lovely. So let's just get another quick 1,000. Oh, that's right. It weirdly, the way that the game is rendering the XP is doesn't give it to you instantly. It summons the Emrita into the air and then it swarms into your body. Which means you can leave the menu before it happens, but it just is sitting there in whatever floating off-screen menu or off-screen area where your character resides. So you actually have to go back into the menu and actually absorb it. Very strange. Ah, dang, I didn't get the support. Let's have to deal with it. I really want to keep using the Switch Glaive as my main. Why would Constitution be increasing my attack? Yeah, let's just start boosting magic and see what we can get with it. Ready our jutsu. Fire shuriken. Just give them all to me. And we're going to set them here. Slot. Let's drop the purification talisman. I wasn't feeling those too well. Fire. Let's go back to water as our primary. We'll go. One sloth. Drop that down there. And we'll get a couple of lightning to mix in. That might be kind of our multitudes one. And then I'll have to set something else up. Into that shortcut. Oh, yes. We can take the antidotes off in favor of stones. And then more readily used one. Salt. Salt is just good to toss on yokai to drain their ki. And let's see what else I've gotten. No good spears whatsoever, really. Wow, I don't have a whole lot of. Got a bunch of seething dragon weapons. But nothing that's going to be incredibly helpful. Oh, that's right. That one's a pure weapon. Still haven't messed around with those much. Okay. Well, and then as far as armor goes, kind of like keeping my class light. And wear a mask if I really want to. I can't do it. I was this one. I kind of just like sitting now. Ninja garb is kind of what I'm aiming for. Ooh, though that's actually very powerful. Yeah. Shuriken kunai damage increase. But this is just kind of nice. That's gonna stay the same. Shrine Maiden Hakama. Yeah. And I suppose because we have another Shrine Maiden, and that's gonna let us get damage taken versus yokai, just a flat 3% damage reduction. Yeah. Very mean looking Shrine Maiden we are. Ready to do some more. Okay. I think that should be good for now. Let's just do some submissions here. Because we have all the Kodama for the area, so all of these should be very quick side missions. Submissions, the game calls it. We can do that. Hey, Haiti. I've got a small favor to ask of you. You remember the blacksmith, Toyo, right? You know the girl you saved back at Tatara? Well, it turns out she buried some of her valuables to stop the bandits taking them. She was planning to head back for them once the bandits cleared out. Now the village is a den of yokai. It's too dangerous for her to venture into alone, and that's where you come in. She wants you to go and retrieve the items in her place. Don't let her down, will you? She's counting on you. Oh, geez, just way to pour on all the passive aggression. You don't want to let her down, do you? I will be so disappointed if you don't do this. Thanks, God. I get it. High voltage. Welcome. In HD as well. And I'm trying to see. Let's keep that one on, but what about all these other demon ones that I can... No, we haven't messed around with the axe at all yet. Let's axe. You gotta run to the store tomorrow and get some more food. Gotta do what you gotta do to survive. And by survive, I mean like eat. Eating is nice. If I remember correctly, that's all I did for a very long time with axe, was just do that two hit heavy combo, and that just worked out super well. No. Also, yeah, a reason to step outside is not terrible at the moment. I didn't even really get much of a chance to step outside today myself, thanks to some heckin' rain that we got today that kind of canceled my Riza walk time.
藤吉郎がうるさいから来たけど、大したやつはいないようね。私はこの辺りを片付ける。あなたは村を下って。何よ、まだこんなとこでもたもたしてるの？
I am.
あなた一人じゃ頼りないし、私もついてく。
Joint forces.
言っておくけど、慣れ合うつもりはないから。
No, you're kidding yourself. You enjoy my company. Oh, just out of range. Sorry about this. You've been doing less walking than you like. Could be a good excuse to just have a walk. Although maybe not nowish, because it's 10:47 at night, Central U.S. time. But then again, you have gone on night walks before during these streams. Excuse me. Oh my god, I actually broke its horn. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, you are a bigger one. Yeah, I'm probably going to drop paralysis. It's not doing a whole lot. It's neat, but it's not doing a whole lot. Gonna be completely honest. Oh. Ow. Gosh dang it, you're pushing them away from me. I didn't mean to do that, but I'll take that. Problem is that your main motivation for going places is to go out to eat somewhere, and I can't do that because Shutdown's takeout just isn't as good since there's not very many places to sit outside and it takes a while. Yep. That is very understandable. And relatable, there's a lot of fancy annual meals in March I missed out this year because of this. Just means I got to replace them in May or June, I guess. Suppose. This whole situation has bred a lot of interesting and many unwanted scenarios. Also, yeah, dogs are very good excuses to have to. Oh no, not you. I hated those rolling enemies so much in the last game. Oh, there's another one. Hello. Oh, hello. How about some salt? Ow. Now you have some salt. Get out. I still don't entirely know what that debuff does to yokai. Oh, big swing. I can just L1X and just charge at them. Movement speed, no thanks. Big spin. Whoa. A quick attack with an upward slice. If the attack reduces an enemy's key to 0, will lift them and hurl them back. Interesting. Ooh, okay, well, I want the home run. I want the home run swing. And then we'll work towards that one. No. Speed of your swing. The buff. I can go with that one. But I just... Oh, home run swing. Ooh, there's a lot of enemies on the corner. Hopefully I don't have to deal with many of them at once. There's also enemies way off beyond. Oh. Oh, hi. That's where you are. Oh, come on. I was gonna do the batter up. No, don't roll into the fire. Don't do that. It's a terrible idea. Batter up. Oh, come on. Ow. Come on. I just want to do a big swing. Pushing them. Okay, fine. You can deal with them then. You're gonna the one who's gonna keep pushing them back into the fire. You can walk into the fire too. I'll help you in a second. There.
役に立つのね。
You did that all on your own. You're the one who decided to push him into the fire and then subsequently die from the exact same fire. Meanwhile, I just wanted to have a home run. God, it's so difficult for me to land this while you're here. Oh my gosh, come on. I just want one. Well, I won't even get one. Thanks. It just wanted to land one. That's it. Just one home run swing. Oh my gosh. I can't land any of it. It's just can't do it. She won't let me. She won't let me. She won't let me practice my baseball. Oh, it's actually a person here. Excuse me. Oh. Ow. Sorry about this. That probably should have hurt me. I got very lucky with my swing going off. And there's nothing else up here. Oh. I see a person there. Hey, actually went relatively well. Excuse me. Did you not? Oh, God, that is the most brutal way to be surprised. Just out of nowhere while you're doing your other things, and suddenly just this giant axe just comes and grabs you by the neck. Drags you behind. Also, that nearly killed me. That singular hit nearly killed me. There's a lot of enemies up above here. What the? Who are you facing over there? What are you? Who did you grab their attention? Oh. One of these. Come on. You gotta bring it somewhere where I can actually hit it. Otherwise, we're just gonna be here all day. No, don't. I need to pay closer attention to what I'm doing. Yep. Gosh, why is this so much submission so long? I wanted to see if I couldn't complete all the submissions here before I called it quits for the night, but it might just have to be only one more. It's all the time I have. No! That was quite fortunate. No, don't stand in the fire while you're out of stamina. And I don't know how that one died, but that was awful. Oh, we're out of combat. Uh-oh. Well, stop. Partner's getting just destroyed by this yokai. Okay, so my mission is actually not that far away. Need to double check everything while we're up and about here. New. Oh. Oh, really? Well, come on, downed already? Well, that's not what I wanted to do. That's fine. Sorry about this. I also didn't want to fall there. It's all just a big giant loop in this back area here. Except for that. Oh, and this item that I'm missing. Oh, what was that? Boomst? Oh, Fumes. Oh, I wasn't. Ow. Well, now she's here. Now I can't get the better swing. Back attack that just completely decapitates. It's fine. Sorry. And that's actually the end. Let's search this other area here with them. This should be the last. Oh. Okay. Should just be able to clear this one up, and this submission is completed. Dido. Sorry. Oh wow, that one had more HP. I would be intrigued to know the reason, but we'll have to. Ow. No, what the? Get the finishing blow, please. Thank you. Yokai Coyote. Very good. Okay, bye, friend. You do. I want to get that back. Still haven't been able to land a single big old swing. Thank you. I have no idea just how valuable the Makatama is to us blacksmiths. I need to get a bunch of things ready, so do you think you could bring it all along to the forge hunt later on? That we're going to be able to forge far better gear. Gear for you. You'll see. And we shall see indeed. Let's see. Greedy Hunter or the search. Okay, we're gonna do the search as our last thing to do here. We got our sloth talismans. 10 to 15 resistance talismans. Man, I don't really know what I want to do next. I don't feel like I'm using. I feel like I want to abuse sloth talismans this time around. Shot, thunderstone, Chikigami. Temporary weapon with power to release shockwaves when making strong attacks. Excuse me. That's really shockwave when you perform key pulls. Ooh. I kind of want to go down this route. I'm not going to equip any of those though. Blessed Bolt. Magical items summon fire divine arrow, which will strike the weak spots of enemies you're locked onto or the nearest enemy in range. Okay, well maybe I want that too. That seems... Yeah, that's a free arrow. That's a free arrow that specifically targets the head. And can like completely down them. That should actually be incredibly powerful. Also, Guardian Spirit Talismans are incredible. I remember using them a lot in Nioh 1. Because you can summon the Guardian Spirit that you have and do their attack while you're not in yokai form. And that typically can like cause an elemental effect to be applied in one go. And it's very nice. But yeah, let's quick do this one and then we'll call it quits for the night. Someone left a weird message when we weren't looking. Let's see. It seems like someone scratched some words onto a leaf with a stone. Want, friend, look. Their handwriting's terrible, so I wondered if it was some kid playing a joke. Anyway, here you go. I'll leave it to you to figure this one out. Thanks for sending me on a strange mission. I should also probably level up. I just realized that I hadn't done that in a while. Which we have 25k? That should be enough. We just need to find a shrine. If we even have a shrine there. Oh. Hello. I wish I could understand you. Hello.
あの手紙受け取ったのか。
Sounds like a trap.
霊石でも手に入るかと思ったが、このちっこいやつしかいねえ。あの妙な手紙の差出に探すしかねえか。
Yeah. Let's just actually use a healthy chunk of magic. I'll be curious what we can end up pulling off with all the magics that are available to us in this game. We got a few samurai points. Do increased damage based on our magic stat. Excellent. This is the damage dealt by certain active skills. Reduces the damage dealt. They'll consume less ki. Okay. So it reduces their ki usage, but also reduces their damage. So no thanks. Okay, so these are... Interesting. Oh, and you can actually just see what they all are from a list if you so desire. Dexterity boost, barehanded. What should be the next one to get? Bow damage, no. Damage dealt takes longer. Increase the key damage dealt by certain action skills. 1.4 consumption rate though. Increases how much key damage they do by 20%, but it takes 20% more key to, or 40% more key to use. That's a massive setback. Life up. Guess we can just get flux, and I don't know. We could just get bow damage, matchlock damage, cannon, number of arrows that can be carried. That's actually pretty good. So yeah, we'll work towards that. Okay. There's a lot of different areas that we can take a look-see in this map, and we'll see where they shall take us. Or I guess not, because this one's a big dead end. Yeah, just a real big dead end. Excellent. Immediately starting with the Dark World. Oh, jeez. I saw you on the map and just completely didn't register. That's where they were. That's wanted. There's a lot of yokai wang weirdness. This entire area is just infested with it. Let's go the regular route through it though. That we're not accidentally putting ourselves in a bad position. That is a massive realm. Rude. Stop. Jerk. That's actually a different one. That one doesn't have a hammer. Oh, no, 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 no. That could have been very bad. What was that? Oh. Hi, friend. What do you want? Oh. We're locking that one. Locking that one. What do you want? Maybe this demon axe? Yeah, sure. Take it. Exchange, we got a cross spear. Which is noticeably better than any of the other spears we have. I'll take it. Is there any other monsters that we should be taking care of up here? Doing this. Ah, speaking of, right there. One there. Really? You didn't get downed or anything? Jerk. Oh yeah, switch one. Alright. Say hi to you, friend. It seems you have the exact same attack there. That works. Not exactly what I wanted, but that works. Don't mind those. Just oh. Oh. No. Free. No. I don't know why I thought I could block that. I didn't know why I thought I could block that. That was foolish. Maybe I shouldn't be using this axe. I should maybe more actively be using those yokai abilities. Could you just not? Ow. I don't have my guardian spirit. What? What is happening? Gosh. That works. Hi. I need to get my stuff back really badly. Straight for that. Ignore everything else. Why? That's so strange. That whenever those ones die, they... or when they get attacked from behind, they just like defensively spit out the paralysis key. Yeah, every single time. Just whenever they're losing all of their key, just having a defensive paralysis spit. It's pretty nice, I gotta say. Lots of very sharp and pointy bits. Exactly what you'd want from your axe. What? Oh my gosh, come on. Backstepped a lot to develop such a defense. They didn't know to develop, you know, shells or back shields. But that's what Kappa had. And that one didn't. I don't know, it might just be a weird reaction happening. Or it's not really intended for that to be the case. Back shields, well, Kappa are like turtle-esque. Oh, that one spit it out too. Jeez. Oh, Kappa. Language joke. I get it now. I'm just a dingus and didn't notice it before. I don't want to fight you in there. Sorry about that. Oh, really? No. No! Come on again! That's not how that was supposed to go. I wanted to heal. I wanted to do a bunch of things. Alright, we're not messing around anymore. And no, I'm not sorry. Aye, aye. No. Ugh. I could have dodged that. Ow. I'm gonna lose some stuff here, most likely. Barely. Staying alive here, but barely. These enemies are actually significantly harder. They're doing a lot of damage. Paralyzed again, that's fine. Oh my gosh. No. Jeez. What? This one has like new capabilities and is doing things a lot faster. I'm dead. Dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Touch it! Oh, fucking. I'm dead. Not from the creature, but I'm dead. God damn it. Oh, what is happening? This is not going well. Oh my gosh, come on. Will you? I don't know why this area is just so suddenly extremely difficult. Again. Man. Oh boy, I'm almost out of arrows. Okay, well, if we're gonna do this now, we might as well do it while our cursed weapon is active. Nope. Hell. No! No, come on! That's one thing that's actually starting to frustrate me a bit is the fact that an enemy could have multiple abilities that you can counter with your special counter. Oh my gosh. That they can have multiple abilities with the counter. But they have completely different timings. Oh my god. So when you try to guard one, as soon as it would show up, you just kind of get screwed. Because the second one is the one, or the one that takes longer to happen is the one that ends up happening. Maps are perfectly fine. Oh, I didn't want to bring you over. Nope. Ugh. What? I didn't even see it. No, I want to heal, not... Where are you? Oh, gosh, really? Oh, my God. It's... I honestly hate that they even gave that as an option of the Medusa gaze to be blocked. No! Come on! Nope. I hate that they even give the Medusa gaze a blockable response. Because the timing that actually is appropriate and is actually going to give you your full-blown counter is not that, or is a very, very tight window. Man. And when it's just such a slow wind up and then it just is instantaneous, it just doesn't feel great overall to even land it correctly. You. This snake is giving me so much trouble. So much more than it should. I don't know why I tried to block that. That was so much more trouble than it needed to be. Now I just decided to do a big dumb. Draw all these guys' attention. Don't get stuck on it, please. Get out of here. Small fry. Oh, great. Really? This has just been a mess of a submission. I found a friend. I'm just supposed to be saying hi to each and every single one of these. Hello. Want something? I don't have stuff to give these things all the time. I hope you can use that spear, little guy. I guess my mission is to end up just like freeing all these Kodamas and Sudamas. Can I greet? Greet, please. Oh boy. Why don't you have this? Take it. Take it. Okay. I was not expecting this submission to be this difficult or this long. What? I swear I already know what you're gonna say. Or potentially what you're gonna do? I don't know. appreciate comp. No, it's not. It's not a mission objective. Okay. Could you not, while I have like no ammo left? Heck you, King Mac. That's all I did was say thanks for the comment. Marquis. Get out of here. Sure. Oh. Did drop frames, but a while ago, but nothing substantial? Am I live? Hello? Well, that's... Am I live? Is everything good now? I'm good for you? Okay, thank you, Auntie Keys, for the sub. Appreciate it. It weirdly looks like it was just a very short spike. Where just bitrate just decided to just tank. Not really sure why. But I guess it's fine. Everything's fine now, I suppose. One way. Oh God, no, not another one. I said no thanks to that one. And it was just like, nope, I'm just gonna use everything I have at my disposal to destroy you. Hungry but don't feel like cooking. Got anything real quick you could eat? Something, mayhaps even just a sandwich? Can of soup would do. Can of soup would certainly. So there's two more. Kodama or Sudama. Get yuck. Really? What the? Nope. Ay. This has been an adventure of a stinking map. So close to death on so many occasions. Get out of the way. Don't mess with my buddy. Ow! I didn't mean to hit you, buddy. I was protecting you. Jerk. What is the tonfas that I already have? Can I just give those away instead? Ooh, these are brand spanking new. Yeah. Take those. Okay. Now one more of these to find. The chest is now open. Where was that located? Is that up here? Yeah. Okay. Now we should just have a few more demons along the way, and we should be able to find our last little friend here. God. That snake summon does a lot of work. Oh, there's our last go down. Let's see if we can get up here and ruin this one's day. Before we get to that. Oh boy. Yeah, that took significantly longer than I wanted it to. We got 10 soul cores though. Which is so much. We did it. Ay, ay. That one snake was giving us a lot of trouble. The ones that get empowered by the Dark Realm, or the ones that are the masters of the Dark Realm, that once you kill them, it dispels it. They're significantly stronger and more difficult to manage. Looks like you managed to find the companions of whoever sent that note without any problem. Actually, they sent another message to say thanks. Happy. Friends. Returned. Their handwriting's still terrible. At least they're happy. And that's what really matters, right? We have a lot of souls that we can probably just toss and or use to boost up all of our lower level ones. Yeah, we're gonna boost up all of our lower level ones. But yeah, I think with that, I don't really feel like doing any immediate menu navigation because there's gonna be a lot of it. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. I appreciate it. Marquis K-Mac is pretty aware at this point that I think she's but yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be doing more Nioh. We'll probably get into the next main mission of the next chapter of the game. And then I think once I finished up this last side mission down here, that it'll unlock a pretty stinking hard boss, or at least I think that's what that was the case for all of the chapters in the previous game, where if you completed all the main quests and side quests of an area, it unlocked one final one, and that typically was just one boss fight, and it was very difficult. So we'll get to have that tomorrow probably. Raise another pet before bed. Oh, I will. She gets many pets. Yeah. You got a friend you want to raid, Marquis? We can probably go say hi to him. Because the only one I've got on right now is Pal. And Pal's a good wave. Tay Babakis? We can go say hi. I think I may have raided them before. Or you have maybe asked Barry to raid them before. Been to the dumps lately. Want to cheer him up? Well, let's yeet some love at him. But yeah. Thank you again so much, everyone, for hanging out. I appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow. We'll be playing some more Nioh, because I just love getting into this game. But I'm going to have to do some menu management in between streams, because there's a lot of menu management. I have so many weapons and armor that I have not even glanced at, even in the slightest, that I really should consider equipping. But yeah, have yourselves a wonderful night, and let's go give some love to Marquis' friend. Say bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.